Shalom Akim, Yahabashim, Yahushai, Bashim, Kwakwadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostle group, Mr. Real well. So Akim, you know how it is, man. So Akim, it's gonna be so crazy. So I just got a quick video, from this lesson. I need to just share Akim to edify the sincere Akim doing the work of Yahbashim Shai in sincerity and truth, and double honors and salutations to the elders and apostle group, Mr. Who rule well. It's crazy, man. This idea of nuclear missiles and warfare in these last days is a topic, that even the churches cannot ignore anymore, man. And that's why the Lord Yahbashim Shai is putting that vibration out there of all these new forms of warfare. Nuclear missiles, drone strikes, and all that stuff. The HARP program, the EMPs, and all that stuff. It's all part of prophecy. This video I have here is concerning the nuclear missiles, man, because Iran is not the only nation on the earth that has a missile program. America has this, the so-called state of Israel has theirs. I believe France has theirs, India and Pakistan, China, North Korea. They have something. So just imagine, what all these nations have in common, man. They're all fighting for influence. The elites of their nations are fighting for influence. They want to have control over certain regions. All right, but they're gonna end up locking heads. All right. So I'll play this video real quick and then have an idea.
شهرهای ایران تنها نامهای آشنایی همچون تهران، مشهد، شیراز، اصفهان، تبریز، همدان، کرمانشاه، سنندج و ماکو و سرخس نیستند. هستند در این کشور شهرهایی که همچون سازندگانشان گمنامند. از این شهرها در هر جای ایران پیدا می شود. ساخته شدند برای آرامش، برای روزی که به آن میگوییم مبادا. نامشان شهرهای موشکی است.
And that right there is not a joke, man. The Lord Yahbashim Shai has done a great job, man. Letting these things take place. Because you have no idea, man, what's going on the ground. Then you realize that, wow, it's a big surprise. So you can see, man, they got missiles on the ground, man, far deep within the surface of the earth. So you can imagine, America has theirs, they got to store those missiles somewhere. They can't store it on above ground, so you got to be underground. So who knows how many nuclear missiles America is storing underground? The Russians, the Chinese, the North Koreans, Israel, over there in the Middle East, Pakistan, India, England, France. Who knows what they've been up to? All right. So just imagine, the devastation that will be upon the face of the earth. The scripture talks about the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Yep. Only thing that can do that that's man-made is a nuclear missile.
از سجیل و شهاب و قیام گرفته تا فتح و نازعات و خلیج فارس و یا هرمز و 10 نام دیگر ساکنان این شهرها هستند.
ما با ذخایر انبوهی از سیستم‌های موشکی بالستیک.
Yep, so it stockpiles of ballistic missile systems for all ranges. So it could reach wherever it has to reach, So it says all ranges. So they got short range and long range, got intercontinental ballistic missiles, from one continent to the other. from one end of the earth to the other, and then you also have the short range, that could get to like 5,000 kilometers. They want to strike Pakistan, they could do that. If they want to strike India, they could do that. If they want to strike the state of Israel, they could do that. So it's all on the table, man. It's all on the table. And that's what the Lord Yahweh Shemashah set it up, man. One set of missiles to go short range, another set to go long range. So that's how it's going to be. And the scripture talks about this shall happen.
در بردهای مختلف مواجه هستیم که اینها هر لحظه آماده هستند شلیک بشند.
این شهرها
Yeah, it says these cities were built so Iran can remain safe and calm. All right. And then you look at Joel chapter 3, verse 10. No, I'll start from verse 9. Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hook into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. All right? So that's exactly what we're seeing on the screen. They want to remain safe and calm. Well, that's on them. But we, hope in the name of the Lord Yahweh Shemashai. That's who's going to keep us safe in these last days, man. Because these folks, they trust in their weapons, they trust in their chariots and all that stuff, and their technology. They're on the losing end, man. We can't be carnally minded like these heathens, all right? That's why the Lord Yahweh Shemashai said that division, between us. All right, so you gotta understand, man, this is not a joke. These prophecies are real.
ساخته شدند تا یک ایران آرام و امن بماند. ساکنان این شهرها پاسدار این آرامشند و برای حفظ این آرامش آماده غرش.
It says they are ready to roar, Revelation talks about it roar like a lion and all that stuff. Yeah, so it's terrible. It's no
برای
joke.
ساکنان شهرهای موشکی هیچ تفاوتی ندارد چه کسی و در کجا آرامش ایران را برهم زند، خواه در دیر و زور باشد، خواه ابو کمال و یا در مقر کموله عراق. انگشت ها روی ماشه است.
هزاران آدم ما داریم که نیروهای پاسدار ما شبانه روز پای سیستم ها انگشت روی ماشه آماده برای امنیت این ملت.
شهرهای موشکی سپاه همواره یکی از شاخصه های قدرت ایران بوده و خواهند بود. در عمق 500 متری زیر زمین تأسیس شدند و آنقدر عمیق هستند که حتی گمان شناسایی آنها با ماهواره‌های جاسوسی دشمن را ناممکن کرده. شهرهای موشکی یکی از عوامل اصلی حفظ و افزایش قدرت دفاعی و تهاجمی جمهوری اسلامی ایران است. سپاه پاسداران انقلاب اسلامی انواع موشک‌های خود را در مناطق مختلف کشور کار گذاشته که قابلیت هدف قرار دادن دشمن را در هر زمان داراست. بسیاری از ساکنان شهرهای موشکی موشک‌های
Yep. So it's referring to the missiles as residents. All right. So it says many of the residents of these cities are precise ballistic missiles. So that goes along with the scriptures, referring to these missiles as as people. Their horses. They're gonna do their work. So it's gonna be scary times in these last days, man, because folks like to have this arrogant mindset that these small nations cannot do any damage. But hey, here it is before our eyes, what can be said? Alright, so the Russians and the Iranians, the Chinese and the Turks, they're gonna get together, even with the other bands, they're gonna have warfare in the Middle East, it's gonna be the East against the West. So it's gonna be crazy, man, these last days. So you gotta pray that Lord Yahweh Shai protects you. Alright, so this is the book of Joel chapter 2. We'll just start from verse 2. Say, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of cloud and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountain. A great people and a strong, alright, and that's the point right there. A great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Alright, so this is crazy stuff, man, that we're talking about according to the scriptures. A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. Right? The land is as the Garden of Eden, before them and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. So these nuclear missiles, they have nothing but destruction, in mind. Because the Lord Yahweh Shema is going to put his vibration upon them, and they're going to hit their mark. Folks like to say it's a joke. Guys, stop all the fear mongering, stop being agents of doom and gloom. But hey, that's it right there. It calls the missiles residents. Residents of these cities are precise ballistic missiles. All right. And then verse 4 says, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run. All right. Then verse 5 says, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame on fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Alright, so hey, it's not a joke, man. This is real. This is prophecy, of the Holy Scriptures. So I just pray that take this prophecy is more serious, man. Don't take it lightly, because the so-called Caucasian race is on its way out, man. America is on its way out. So this is just the tip of the iceberg, man. This is the end of, the Esau's rulership, man, of Edomite's rulership. Alright, so I say, Kahala Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Hashem Kwakadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of great mission who rule well. And I came to the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in sincerity and in truth and diligence of mind. You gotta fear the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You gotta make sure your faith is firmly rooted in this word, because you're gonna get tested. You're gonna get approached for the words you've spoken out of the scriptures, and you need to stand by them. All right, because you don't want to put the Lord to open shame. Shalom.